welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm your girl, Bruce Boswell, your host. If you haven't, take a look around. Check out the content, and if you like the style, subscribe on the way out. Previously on The Bottom Line with Boost, I really focus on life like a lot of us that, have gotten older. Both men and women alike. And specifically the Black community, there is a growing mentality of selfishness, of entitlement. And the reality is going to be a lot of people that are alone.
After careful deliberation, I have decided that I officially, too, will join the soft guy era. You don't get all this handsome dark chocolate for free anymore. I'm handsome, I'm educated, I'm tall, I'm athletic. You don't get all this for free anymore. Unless you're going to pay my bills, buy me a car, take me out to eat, and buy me gifts on the regular, don't even breathe in my direction.
Friendly reminder from your girl Boost. Not only is your mental health important, but your physical. You got to take care of your mind, body, and your soul from head to toe. Many people are getting breast cancer at a young age. Get your checkups earlier, but no matter what, make sure you're getting your mammograms and all your other examinations in a timely manner. Make sure you catch up on all previous vlogs, and let's dive in and see what's going on today. I can't fool with y'all too much today. I got things to do. Focus on getting my energy. I haven't forgot. We still reading this. And you know what? Making content and pushing an agenda forward that you feel like most aren't listening, sometimes it's discouraging. I ain't no different. But when you know you're living in purpose, you got to just push through it. First sentence of this next paragraph, entitled, We've Survived Together, reminded me of that. I'm inclined to believe that our ancestors had something important that we're more likely to neglect today. They had each other. If you haven't watched my latest vlog before this one, I kind of ended on that note and said, I need you. I've been saying that before then. And these are my reminders, because I haven't read this book, that a message is being funneled through me, and I must stay the course. You stay the course with me. Historically, you have had to have made your own way so many times that you said it as part of who you are. Your ancestors endured chattel slavery, rape, beatings, lynching, Jim Crow laws, separate and unequal schools, housing segregations, and outright terrorism. Though previous generations were forced to give up their names, adapt their culture, or die fighting captivity, there was always some connection to the culture. There was nothing about the culture that said minority. It's not helpful to refer to yourself as a minority. If you want to be a racial minority, then fine. But please stop being a minority. I'm going to have to work on that too. Words have meanings, and minority conjures up realities of being less than. Great point. Some would argue that it's about being fewer in numbers, but people of color have always outnumbered white people in the world. In California, people from Mexico and Central America are already the numerical majority. In any case, if you're Black or African American, say that. Minority is not an identity unless you would like to perpetually set yourself as less than other people. The earliest generations knew that they were African. When mothers and children were sold away to other plantations, new mothers stepped in for the motherless and others consoled the grieving. Africans survived together under horrific conditions. This mindset of survival was passed on from generations to generations. When recent generations were enrolled in segregation school, they were taught by Black educators who instilled a sense of pride in their young Black mind.
I'm Kristen Drummond with News 3. Shocking videos out of Valley High School today. They show a brutal fight. Sources telling me it's between a student and teacher, and as a warning, it may be difficult for some to watch. Now, this angle of the video captures the duo attempting to hit one another. It's unclear who throws the first punch since the video appears to start recording as the fight's underway. Eventually, the suspected teacher throws a punch that hits the student in the face, knocking him to the ground. Then the man stands over the student and slaps him across the face. Sources telling News 3 this all started from a verbal argument that escalated. We went to the school today and saw CCSD police and an ambulance outside. No confirmation if the student or suspected teacher were taken to the hospital.
Black people who did not have much lived in Black neighborhoods full of Black families who exhibited a proud sense of what it's meant to be Black or Afro-American or Negro. You may have grown up in a situation where your grandmother, aunts, and cousins were a short drive or even short walk away. We were once very clear about who we were and what our collective goals were. Survival. And by survival, we understood that individual survival necessitated survival of the community, even when we became people who were in bondage. We knew this. Common faith kept us going. Families that were separated merged with new families. African American vernacular English emerged so we could communicate. These cultural evolutions provided a buffer that you may now be missing in the quest to fit into mainstream America and achieve upward mobility. We have lost so much of our prideful identity that in the past kept us going despite the heinous realities. It mattered less what they said and did because we knew who we were. In modern generations, your parents sacrificed so you could have more than they did. They did this for you and not for themselves. It may be unreasonable and unfair for you to have the same expectations of yourself to work hard and take care of the community that your great-grandmother had for herself. She likely had more sisters and reliable mothers at the church than you have access to now. You may have financial resources, but unless you can use those resources to relocate your village or to raise your children, you are indeed doing more with less. How about that? This next situation is a reality that is being mimicked and mirrored far too often. And again, nobody's doing anything but minding their own business. This next situation is an altercation between a patron and a public bus driver. We have seen this far too many times. What are we doing about it? When are we going to stop lying and address our own problems in our communities? Oh, and let me not forget, the bus was still mobile and about to crash. Wait on it. I was thinking about some of the comments that I read regarding African American and just Black women in general about their truths and struggles with mental health and their thoughts about our community and how it judges mental health so harshly and It's not a safe space to be black and have emotional or mental struggles. Everybody's, for some point in their life, gonna deal with depression, anxiety, insomnia. People don't realize your mind is a part of your body, your brain. Y'all dealing with mental health issues, but y'all associate it so much with crazy that you don't get no help, and you robbing yourself of a healthy life, a happy life. Now that's crazy. Lying about you okay or you don't have any challenges or struggles. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay that you have developed a new way of living or new challenges. Whatever it is, it's okay.
Hey y'all, hey. Y'all see where I'm at? Again, I'm not here for sympathy or attention, likes, views, none of that. I'm here to tell y'all to take care of your body. It's the only one that you have. Please, I'm begging y'all, if you haven't been taking care of yourself, start now. Please. Last year, I went to the hospital maybe 8 to 10 times. This year alone of 2024, I've already been to the hospital twice and have had to stay multiple days every time. If you're a drinker, if you're a smoker, especially if you're a fucking drinker, stop. Stop now. If you got alcohol at your house, go right now and dump it out. I know y'all like, bitch, you tripping. No, I'm serious.
The truth of the matter is, whether I want to or not, I got to get up and get at it. Life ain't waiting on nobody.
The effects that those things have on your body might not be prevalent right now, but they will show up. And when they do, they are going to kick your ass.
I have learned in middle age how to advocate for myself, and I know a lot of African American and black people in general don't know how to do that. First thing you got to do is quit lying. Lying about you okay or you don't have any challenges or struggles. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay that you have developed a new way of living or new challenges. Whatever it is, it's okay. But what's not okay is to sit there and lie and say that everything okay and you struggle.
If you have any type of PTSD, anxiety, or depression, go see a therapist. If they put your medicine for it, take it. If you have high blood pressure, take your fucking medicine. Yeah. Please take care of yourself. Y'all hear how I sound. I can't even catch my fucking breath. And I'm laying down. My heart rate has climbed to 129. And I was not doing anything but laying down. I've already had an EKG. I gotta go get a CT scan again. I am, or was, in so much pain, like chest pain, back pain, stomach pain, all at once. And it's been happening since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm just now not in pain. Like, my body can't take this shit no more. I'm under 40 years old, having major health issues. So, once again, I'm here to tell y'all, take care of your fucking selves. please take care of yourselves, because you don't fucking want to end up here.
The hell with that. I ain't doing that. I don't believe in the strong black woman mentality. I don't believe, grunt and bear it. Nah, superwoman, none of that. The price of independence. Your cultural buffers, including family dinners, beliefs about what it means to be black, and the overall sense of interconnectedness, have likely eroded. Even if your mother was a single mom, she likely raised you in the same neighborhood where she grew up, surrounded by play cousins and other extended family. Your mother raised you to be strong and independent, so you went off to college and eventually accepted a lucrative job opportunity about 800 miles away from your old neighborhood. After some time passed, you became a single mom. You had no idea that it was so hard. Sometimes you feel like a failure as a mom, but you have no choice but to stick it out. You work your day job at the office and your night job at home with your little one, praying that things will get better one day soon. One of my favorite memes says, "It is hard being a woman. You must think like a man, act like a lady, look like a young girl, and work like a horse." Ain't that the truth? For black women, add, "Fight for your sanity like a mixed martial artist." You want to work longer hours like your colleagues, but your responsibilities at home simply do not allow it. As a result, the boss conjures up justifications for why you won't get the promotions. Your mom visits on occasions, but it is simply not enough to offset everything that you have on your plate. It is time for change, but it's hard to even know where to begin. Meanwhile, the best thing that you know how to do is never let them see you sweat. You press on, hoping that better days are ahead. How many times have you prayed for better days? I spent half of my life praying for that. If you are fortunate enough to live near your children's nana or big mama or multiple aunties and uncles, you are most fortunate. You can call on them when you need them to pick up your children from school, take them to soccer practices, and teach them life lessons. If you can count on your neighbors to help look out for your children, this is also part of the village mentality that was integrated in the culture. If you get to the favorite auntie for your nieces and nephews, your life is even better for it. Everyone has a role to play. If it is feasible for grandma to stay at the house rather than go to a home for old folks, she too has a role to play. I can identify with all of that, and most of you can too. There's a reality whether you are a single person just trying to navigate in this life. There's a lot to learn. Pay attention. I tell you something else that I have learned through the years. Just because I can get it don't mean I need it. I'm trying to live a softer, quieter life. And a part of that is don't be going out here putting extra expenditures and pressures on yourself when you don't have to. Welcome to the soft life. It's the right life.